In this video, I share the sights from my springtime trip to Washington, D.C., along with the travel journal sketchbook spreads I created that were inspired by the trip. Hi, this is Marcy from Sketchbook Scheming. Welcome. On our first day, we started with a visit to the International Spy Museum, a fun and entertaining place to learn about the importance that espionage has had throughout history. My codename was Delta Force, and I had a mission to locate a target's base of operations. The most fun part for me was successfully crawling through an overhead vent. I channeled my inner Ellie from The Last of Us to get the job done.
I was in stealth mode.
I'm sorry you had to witness that, but I never said a spy's job was pretty. My husband and I struggled mightily to take a spy-worthy selfie. A nearby teenager took pity on us and stepped up to take our photo. From there, we walked to the National Mall. What a view with the Capitol building on our right and the Washington Monument on our left, the Lincoln Memorial off in the distance. We visited the World War II Memorial for the first time, a striking and elaborate monument. It was a beautiful spring day, perfect for a long walk. There's a view looking back at the Washington Monument as seen from the Lincoln Memorial. There's a quick glance at the White House on our walk back to our starting place. We popped into the Museum of Natural History. One of my favorite parts was visiting the butterfly pavilion. How sweet! We couldn't linger for long though. They kept it at 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% humidity. I guess butterflies like it that way. They flitted all around and occasionally landed on people, much to everyone's delight or surprise. We explored a few more areas of the museum. I love the Hall of Fossils. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. We headed to Union Market, a great spot with a lot of food vendors to choose from. After snacking, we chose our entrees and ate up on the roof. On day 2, we started in Georgetown for brunch along the Potomac. We made our way back to the mall by metro and spent a little time in the Museum of American History. We had about half an hour before our timed entry passes to another museum and hit some entertainment highlights. I remembered some of them from a childhood visit, such as Edith and Archie Bunker's chairs from All in the Family. There's an acid test poster from the Merry Pranksters, Eddie Van Halen's guitar, C-3PO and R2-D2, Dorothy's ruby slippers, Dizzy Gillespie's trumpet. We then toured the Museum of African American History and Culture. I didn't really want to film in the museum out of respect for the disturbing content. I'd like to visit again and explore the exhibits that we didn't get to. We visited the history galleries and we didn't get to the galleries about community and culture. On day 3, we started with a lunch of bagel sandwiches at Call Your Mother. We visited the Franciscan Monastery of the Holy Land in America, a beautiful and unusual place. It was designed to provide an experience like a pilgrimage to the Holy Land for people who couldn't make the pilgrimage themselves. Different areas represented different holy sites, including the underground catacombs of ancient Rome and purgatory, too. We took the metro to Union Station and had refreshments in the beautiful space. From there, it was a short walk to the Supreme Court, the Capitol Building, and the Library of Congress. We had tickets to an evening event called Live at the Library in the Thomas Jefferson Building of the Library of Congress. This was a highlight of the trip, a breathtakingly beautiful cathedral to knowledge. There's Thomas Jefferson's personal library and an overlook of the stunning main reading room. I would love to hear what you think, what your favorite part of Washington, D.C. is, or what you would like to see if you take a trip there. Thank you so much for watching.